Okay, thank you guys for being here. We're going to get into our meditation now. So go ahead and get cozy. You can, you want to have your spine nice and straight. So sometimes it's nice to have like a pillow underneath you to sit you up a little bit. And it's nice to have maybe a pillow between your low back and have your upper back be a little bit more free so you can kind of wiggle a little bit before we get started and maybe, you know, just wiggle, roll your shoulders forward, up and back and down a few times. And then back and up and forward. Maybe move your neck around, side to side, over to one side. Take a deep breath. And then over to the other side. And just start to tune in to your body. Notice where you're at. Notice how you're feeling. Notice any tension or tightness. And then we can bring our awareness down into our legs, into our feet, and get ourselves even more grounded. So we'll kind of start from the bottom up and begin with a deep breath in through the nose. So expand the belly, big deep breath into the belly. And then slowly open your mouth and just slowly let the air out. So just a nice sigh, exhale. With your awareness in our sit bones and our legs, and squeezing your belly in at the bottom of your exhale. And we can do that again. Just expand the belly, and let's just focus on the breath for a moment. The breath as it moves in to the nose and down into the belly, and noticing the leg sensation of the breath and the sensation of just your seat in your chair, slowly exhaling and releasing and bringing our awareness down into the earth and just noticing, imagining if we could grow roots into the earth through our legs, through our sit bones, and just project our awareness down into that vibration of the earth. And then on our next inhale, we can imagine like those roots we just grew down into the earth, that we were sucking up the energy of the earth. So we just inhale and notice that breath pulling up and allowing ourselves to be enveloped by the earth's energy, by the earth's atmosphere, which is always here. We're just not always tuned into it. So we keep our awareness here for just a few more breaths. And we can think about the earth, think about the warmth of the earth, or, you know, how it feels to lie down on the earth, like when you lie in the grass, or sit under a tree. That's one of my favorite meditations, is to go for a walk and then find a tree and then sit right at the roots of the tree, and maybe even use the tree for my back. Because there's all this loving energy right here, right below us. And we don't need to be in nature to tune into it. We're always in nature. Even when we're in our homes, we are nature. So just imagine like we just maybe sat under a tree and are connecting. Some nice little visualization. Just imagine we're all around like a big, strong tree. And just notice how that makes you feel. And we can take another breath in and just allow our bodies to absorb that healing energy of the earth. And we're just moving up into our body, into our spine, and just effortlessly releasing and letting go. Just like, you know, if somebody was holding you, like a mother or father holding their baby, just imagine like the earth and the tree And also the air too, the electromagnetism in the air, the prana, the energy, the oxygen. As we breathe in, we can breathe it up into our hearts now, up into the heart center. And kind of just allow every single cell in the body to start harmonizing with nature, right? With our natural state. So notice, you can take another scan. We relaxed our legs and our knees, maybe our hips. And also you can squeeze the base of your spine too. This helps with awakening the Kundalini energy. So if you'd like, we could do a few Asini mudras. You squeeze the base of the spine and then just release and squeeze and then release. So just like if you're going to the bathroom, you hold it and then you release. So this strengthens the root chakra energy. And we can also picture a red glowing light at the base of the spine. So you can just keep squeezing and releasing. To really get a nice, I find that when I'm really nice and grounded and connected to the earth and to nature, I'm much more easily able to bring my Kundalini up. So we want to kind of strengthen the root chakra first. So this will build up the energy here, squeezing and releasing. Maybe just a couple more times. And then just release and take a breath and imagine that earth energy coming up. And I was doing a little bit of breathing earlier, so maybe I'll do it with you guys also. I feel like breathing is really good, especially right now with what we're going through. We're going through a lot of stress and, a lot of fear. And even if we're aware of the fear, we're still, have moments of feeling it because we're all connected. We're all interconnected. So we feel each other. There is a lot of fear. It's palpable in the air and around the world. And, we're all in this together. So the breathing can be really good for clearing out, just like the wind, how it blows away the clouds and the dust, and then there's just this like clean, clear air. So let's work on a little bit of breathing. So we'll inhale in to the belly. And we can still picture like we're under our tree. And then as you exhale, just squeeze your pelvic floor muscles and hold your breath. And so when you hold your breath, tuck your chin into your chest and look up at your third eye center. You can also curl your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. So you do the root lock and also the throat lock. And then you can just exhale slowly, let the breath come out. And what we can do is we can visualize the breath moving up and down the spine. So then again, squeeze your pelvic floor muscles and just imagine that red light moving up, the different gradients of light as you inhale. You want to do Ujjayi breath to constrict the muscles on the back of the throat. So it sounds like hold the breath, look at the third eye center, curl the tongue up to the roof of the mouth, keep the lock at the base of the spine. So you're sitting up nice and straight, and it's taking effort. And you want to hold it for a moment, and then exhale. You can exhale through your teeth too. You can go and bring your awareness back down to the base of your spine. Pause, squeeze the base of your spine. Inhale, imagine the light moving up the spine. So it's just like a nice little soothing Kundalini awakening, energy opening, clearing meditation. Hold your breath. Gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then just slowly release. And you can exhale either through your teeth or through your nose. If you exhale through your nose, you just constrict the muscles on your throat so it comes out nice and slow. Squeeze the base of your spine. Inhale the light up. Hold it. Keep the root lock, throat lock. Gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Curl the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And gently, slowly exhale. Just let the breath come down to the base of the spine. And again, we'll just do a couple more. Inhale, squeeze, base of the spine. Hold it. And exhale. Okay, one more. Squeeze the base of your spine. Inhale like an elevator moving up from the Mula Bandha up. Root lock, throat lock. And then exhale. And just take a regular breath in. And just notice how you feel. So we're kind of stirring up the energy a little bit. I get that sense we really need it because this is what I need also right now. I'm grateful you guys are here because I'm meditating with you, and this is helpful for me too. I feel that inner connection and that oneness. So when I'm guiding you, it's also, it feels like I am guiding myself as well. So just notice what that did for you. Your Kundalini energy, especially both of you. You both have worked with me, and I don't know who else is on the call because I can't see. But I know Holly and Daniel, you guys have both had a Kundalini awakening. So see if you can just notice your Kundalini starts to kind of rock a little bit. It's like we're waking it up. So let yourself rock a little bit. Like let yourself kind of wiggle and just notice. Because it gets stuck. My Kundalini gets stuck too. It gets stuck. And then our light is a little bit dimmer. So the whole point of our meditation is really to turn on this fountain of light from within us to enter into higher states of consciousness, which means we're entering into heaven without having anything external need to happen or change. We are the source, or the source is within us more so, and we can consciously draw upon it. So go ahead and just squeeze and release. And what I just did, I just put a pillow underneath me because after that breath, it kind of made me want to sit up a little bit more. So I want you to just really authentically listen to your own energy, really. Let's allow the spirit, let's allow the energy to be our guide. And thank you for letting me, this body and mind vehicle, Jessie, guide you through this. But let's connect as spirit or as this biomagnetic field and just feel where we're at. So we'll breathe again into the belly. Notice what's open, and then again, squeeze the base of the spine. Because, this whole fear is a root chakra problem. And so I think that's why I'm getting this intuitive sense to just really make sure we feel strong in ourselves. We feel like we do have a strong life force, and we do have a strong fear response also, so that if we need to, we can, fight or flight. We can, use those adrenal glands, and we can, have a strong endocrine system. So let's breathe in again, and just as much as you like, just squeeze and release the base of the spine. And notice what that does. It's really powerful. And a lot of yogas, I have a lot of different yoga masters books that I have, and I was just looking in one, Kundalini Yoga. I just opened to see if I could find some inspiration. And this is what I opened it up to, and I was actually practicing this kind of Mula Bandha breathing up and down the spine to help to bring the Kundalini energy up. So now we can just allow ourselves to kind of settle in that space, and we can go into some more breathing in a moment. But let's gaze up at the point between the eyebrows and just notice already what's here and what's opened up. And also, as my energy opens up, which is fascinating, and this is what I love so much about my guru, my teacher, Stephen, is there's a vibration in the sound of the voice. So as I, am opening up and my spirit's opening up, there's also a transmission of energy coming through the sound of my voice. So you can also allow that to just simply, to allow yourself to connect to and feel the vibration. Think of it, like how we love music. I love music. Music is amazing. You turn it on and it just gets you going. It's like there is a vibration and you can feel it. And so we're tuning into the vibration of spirit right now. And eventually we'll come deeper and deeper into a stillness, but we really do have to lull ourselves. And as much as I'm speaking to you and guiding you, I'm also speaking to my own brain and helping my own body and mind to calm down so we can get to these deeper states of connection where our mind really does subside. The thoughts really do clear, and the body starts to feel a sense of bliss. And it's like, I love meditating. I know you guys have had that experience like I have, and we can all get there together. But, just like anything, it's so much more fun. I love guiding you. I love teaching meditation because it's like taking your hand and just in a playful way, sharing that love that moves through us, our energy. And so we can go back to that visualization, like we're together under a tree. And if you'd like, we can imagine like we're like holding hands maybe around the tree. And just taking a moment to connect, really without any kind of technique. There's just all of a sudden like our guard gets dropped. And it's like we're just like children again. And take a deep breath in and just notice the energy in your hands. Take a deep breath in and see if you can allow the energy of the atmosphere, that visualization of that love, that, the physical touch. But no matter where we are, and now, and in the sound of my voice and the intention to connect, because we do all know each other too. I know you guys. I'm thinking of you. And so let's gaze at our third eye, and I'll just be here together and think about what a powerful thing this is. And we don't have to rush. We don't have to rush our Kundalini up. We don't have to rush our mind to slow down. We can play. We can, sometimes it's good to go for a walk or do a little yoga. Or I went for a bike ride today, which was really nice. And kind of wiggle into your space, just like a cat, how they circle around. They find their perfect little spot, and then they sit and they start purring. So let's imagine like we're all kind of purring together. We found our little sweet spot. We took our time. We're allowing our breath to deepen. And take another deep breath. And just notice the shift in your physical body and the opening in your lungs and your heart chakra too, the energy of your heart center, and your shoulders rolling back. And just imagine stress just kind of dripping off of us. So our breath is clearing our heart center now. I think we did a pretty good job of opening up our Kundalini in the root chakra and feeling grounded. And you can always go back down to this sense of feeling the root, the connection to the earth. And then, so let's bring our awareness in our heart center and just think about this center. You can picture a green glowing light if you'd like, just like a big green compassionate energy that we can hold in our heart. And just meditate on that. Compassion for ourselves and everything that we've been going through. I think we need to take a little time to just be with the stress for a moment so that we can release it. So breathe into your heart and just feel compassion for your being and love and gratitude for what marvelous creatures we are. I think we're all feeling a greater sense of gratitude for life right now and just witnessing what's happening in the world and having to stay in our homes. Let's take a moment to just think about how grateful we are for these lungs, for the breath moving in, and just the simplicity of being alive, feeling the heart beating, and getting, being able to feel the Kundalini energy too. If you'd like, let yourself rock forward and back. You're kind of like grooving with your Kundalini energy. I think we really need to kind of groove and breathe a little bit more right now. So let yourself do that. And we can do it really gently too. We don't have to, sometimes forcing is good. Maybe we'll do a little bit more forceful breath, which will really help blow out some energy. So let's do that. Let's sit up a little bit straighter. And we'll breathe into the heart center, breathe into the belly, and just a big deep breath. And then exhale, release out through your mouth. Squeeze your belly in and almost like round your spine so you kind of lean forward when you exhale. And then do that again. Inhale. Kind of feel your shoulders maybe roll back a little bit more as your chest puffs up and out. And then exhale, round your spine. Let's just push the breath for a little bit. Inhale, open. And expand. You can feel your energy kind of expand off of your body. And then exhale like we're contracting to the spine. Contracting back to the center. And inhale. Open, expand our aura. 2 feet off the body. Exhale, round. Squeeze the belly in. Inhale, open. Exhale, contract. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll go a little faster. So you inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And out. So maybe just, I'm sure you can hear me. Just follow my breath. We'll do it together. Inhale. So you go a little faster now. And really push Keep pushing. And then just big breath. Hold your breath. Root lock, throat lock, gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Just slowly exhale. Another nice, long, big inhale. Maybe root lock, throat lock again. Gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Exhaling slowly. So gaze at the third eye center and just observe the feeling. And see how we're kind of like unlocking all the nadis. And let your kundalini kind of rock back and forth, front and back, maybe left and right, side to side. Make little circles, forward, right, back, and to the left. Like if you had a pencil sticking out the top of your head, you're making a circle on a piece of paper 6 inches above your head. Just imagine we're making a big circle. We're stirring up our energy right now. Breathe in again. Let yourself make those circles. And then make them a little bit smaller. Notice just how good it feels to just be in your own energy, right? You are the peace that you seek. It's right here. We can all be right here. And this is so powerful, you guys, what we're practicing. It really is a powerful practice. So you get smaller and smaller in those circles until you're just kind of rocking very gently, and then you come to the center point. And just imagine, squeeze the base of your spine again. Imagine you're pulling up the light, like an elevator of light, moving up your spine, up to the crown of your head. And in our energy, it shoots out the crown of our head like a fountain of light. And you can imagine this. Imagine like a fountain of light coming up, and then exhale like it just sprinkles down around us and comes back down and then sucks back up through the base of the spine, root lock. Bring it up through the spine. The Sushumna Nadi it's called. And out through the crown of the head, exhaling. Just tapping in. This is the fountain of youth that we're tapping into. So you can keep doing that, inhaling up the spine, and just notice your energy, notice your aura, and how it's opened up. And just bring our attention at the point between the eyebrows, and also the cave of Brahman, which is the hypothalamus, the center of the brain. Imagine because we opened up the Kundalini and the Sushumna Nadi in our toroidal field or the biomagnetic field. So now we can just kind of like cruise in this space. So can you feel that? Take another deep breath in. Notice what we opened up. And just imagine you're in the center of your brain. So all our awareness is in the very center. And it's interesting because, notice what we're doing. We're bringing our life force energy. We're literally stimulating the hypothalamus right now, and the pituitary and the pineal and really all the glands. It's like a love energy massage for all the chakras. And this hypothalamus is the the master gland to all the other endocrine glands and the functions of the entire being. So it's being here and just send so much love and light into the hypothalamus. Cave of Brahman, it's called in yoga. And breathe into that space in the center of your brain. Just imagine, see if you can feel like little sparks of light opening up, like 1,000-petaled lotus, opening up in the brain, opening up to the light for our own indwelling spirit. It's like, oh, finally, thank you. We're opening. You know, we're usually in contracted states, and contracted states are, you know, needed for like driving and focusing on certain things, daily tasks. But a meditation is like getting to open up to our divine grace. It's exactly what it is. It's opening up to divine grace. So just imagine like there's an opening now. And now we just are here to receive. So can you see the process of evolving in our meditation? How, you know, sometimes we don't want to do any yoga poses or deep breathing. That's why it's good, you know, for you to listen and practice, but it's also, you know, good for my being to teach you, because then it forces me to do it too. So it opens us up. It's the point of the pranayama. It's the point of the yoga postures. To open up that 1,000-petal lotus, to be able to open up in the cave of Brahman, open up to our higher consciousness. And then we just simply receive, because that's the truth. Like the true meditation is simply receiving. It's non-doing. It's letting go of everything. So everything we just did is really just prepped us to meditate. So now we can go into the silence. We can go into the feeling. And if you need to, feel free to breathe more. Take another deep breath, as much as you need. This is your being. This is your spirit you're connecting to, and I am simply helping, you know, guide. But you might need more. You might need more breath. Maybe emotions come up for you. So, you know, we just want to let everything go, and like it's just rolling off of our shoulders. And we're humming with the divine presence, so that our mind and body can truly become pure vehicles for this divine love to move through us, to speak through us. So we become humble vessels. And let's just soak in this presence now, like light showering upon us, tuning into the electromagnetism that's all around us. Really, this presence is always here, but we're not always open to it. So we opened ourselves. And this is us. This is our nature, this sweetness. And gazing at the point between the eyebrows, allowing that third eye center to continue to open, kind of like you can imagine an angel giving you a kiss on your forehead, or like your favorite higher being. Who do we love? I like to think of my guru, because he's the one that's really opened up my third eye and its connection. So I like to think of his energy and, you know, touching my third eye, love and light, or, you know, like thinking an angel giving you a kiss on your forehead, or if you love Jesus, We all seem to love Jesus. I don't know how you could not. Maybe the religion sometimes we cannot like, but the being himself, even just the thought of him, you can feel it. And I think that's, that's a good thing. So think of, even like Krishna in pictures, they would paint him blue because he was the universe. So it was like blue, like space, like the universe of black. Or like in some poetry, they say the dark one, like in Mirabai, her poetry, when she talks about how she's so in love with the dark one, which is God or the universe. So just imagine like that. That higher being and your being are one being. And just take another gentle, deep breath. And just acknowledging what a lucky being you are, we are. To know this, to connect with this, to align our body and mind. With our higher nature, or with God, love, whatever we want to call it, the universe. And just take another deep breath, making sure every single cell in your body feels that grace. Especially in your neck and your shoulders, in your heart center, and just allowing yourself to just let it integrate. Let's download the light, because we need it here on the earth. We need us angels here, because that is what we are. We are angels, we are spirit, we are biomagnetic beings. When that leaves the body, decays and just becomes the earth again. So feel the spirit body, feel the aliveness, and let's just take a moment to feel the grace and feel that is us, so that our perception is more of being the light and being the spirit, and our practice, like our yoga and our meditation, it's just in opening our body so that we can conduct more light, so that we can be more angelic, we can feel more love, right? So that we are angels incarnation, and we realize that. That's powerful. So we take a deep breath, not just for our own well-being either. We're here for a greater purpose. Not everybody realizes that, but we are. So just think about, how many people there are in the world and what everybody is doing right now. What is everybody doing? Watching TV or on their phones looking at Instagram, Facebook, which it's not bad things. It's just we're taking a moment to just think about, maybe people are going for walks, talking to their family, making dinner. And just take a moment to then take another deep breath. So we just kind of expanded our awareness, just thinking about, the collective. And then look at what you're doing. And why? Why are you doing this? What is that curiosity that for me it's love. It's all about following the love. And if you get that, you're going to be guided. You're always going to be guided. You are always guided. But if you get that following the love is basically your job, life is so much easier. You're constantly guided to learning and growing and evolving. We don't have to be afraid. And if we are afraid, we can take a deep breath and ask, well, what, like show me. Because, when the smoke and mirrors is, gone, and you can just see whether it's what's going on in the world right now through, research or just within yourself, what is going on, asking why, what is this about, and then taking the time to listen and to feel like there is a guiding force within us that is us. But we can allow ourselves to feel it. We can allow ourselves to be loved by it. It really is us. So, saying it and us, that's kind of but there is a body and a mind, and we do have a choice. We have a choice to ignore it. And that's when things get scary. So really the safest thing that we could be doing is meditating and praying. And even if you don't do like a formal sit like we're doing right now, it's not this long. Even if it's just, you just sit there for 10 minutes and you're just not doing anything. You're not even meditating. You're just allowing yourself to just be. I think this is something we really need to get more used to, because we don't always have the answers. We don't always know what to do. So we have to allow ourselves to live in a place of vulnerability in order to feel that power and grace so that it can show us. So it's like, the consciousness of, enlightenment or, being connected is this sense of innocence, is this sense of not knowing, the sense of letting go, sense of allowing yourself to be vulnerable. That yes, sometimes we're going to be scared, we're going to cry, or we're going to get mad, or, all these things. We're just like children too. But the thing is that we're going to remember that we're always being guided. We're going to remember who we are through all of it. And we're going to allow ourselves to feel the unconditional love that's always present. So sometimes, you might feel something come up, or feel like, despair. A lot of people are probably feeling despair right now, especially the loss of jobs, and the economy is really crashing. So we need to just allow ourselves to to be with that, to feel compassion for what's happening, but to sit in it for a moment and then take a walk and come back to this. So I'm going to do this every week because this helps me too, and I figured it would help you. We can all connect together. It's fun for me to try this new way of connecting with you rather than being in person. We really can be in our cozy little homes and still connect very deeply. You're protected and guided by the divine in all your activities, day and night, in all places. And I repeat this to myself often, and I got this from my teacher, and you can repeat it to yourself. I am protected and guided by the divine in all my activities, day and night, in all places. And just notice when you take a deep breath how that makes you feel. Can you feel like there is a protective field around you, and you will be guided. You will be guided to the answers that you're looking for. You'll be guided to safety. We have to allow ourselves to be in that vulnerable place, to being open, having an open mind, because the mind is what creates the darkness. The mind is what, and there's a lot of darkness in our world. Let's not deny that. So we're not denying, we're seeing so that we can send love into the dark crevices, and first send love into the dark crevices of our own body and mind. Feel compassion for what we've been going through. Take another deep breath in and sending you love, and I feel your love. Thank you for being here with me too, and that's really the point of being here, is just to feel love, feel connected, to feel this presence within us and all around us. And then we can take a moment to send it, because we're in a powerful place right now. So when we think of those that we love, there's a connection, and they'll feel it. So think of your loved ones, think of your life partner or your closest friend. And think of your parents, send them a blessing. We're all worried about our parents, sending them love and light. May they be protected and guided. And to our children, our pets, take a moment to just think like you're just sending a big beam of love and light into their head, into their being. So it's almost like they don't even know it. They maybe just took a breath and just felt good. And to our friends, extended family, our brothers and sisters, sending love to you guys, to our neighbors, to our city, country, and to our leaders also. Picture the president just feeling it, feeling the love. So he's connected. So he starts to feel strong in his love and heart center and make decisions based on love and light and goodness for all, rather than anything else, whatever that may be, mainly greed and power, money. So just imagine him feeling it, and then the other people too, like like Bill Gates, basically is like Darth Vader. Send love. May he feel it. And all the other leaders, the global leaders, the elites, all around the world, the presidents, the governments, the bankers, all the heads of corporations. Big, deep breath. Just imagine like we had a handle on it all. Like the love really was reaching. And you were staying connected in it. And this is how we're going to make a difference. This is how we're going to dispel the darkness. We're going to live in the light. No matter what, even if we do die, we're going to have made an impact, even in just this one meditation. We're shifting the collective consciousness. We really are all connected. The more people, though, that get together and meditate, the better, though. So you guys are welcome to invite your friends next week, and we'll do it again, and we'll just kind of ramp it up again and be present for this light and love within. And I bow to that innate intelligence within each of you. Thank you so much for showing up. I feel so blessed. I have somebody to guide. It's an honor. And so I bow to this, really the true guide within us, in me, in you. You can bring your hands to your heart center if you'd like. Take a deep breath in. I'll just take a moment to kind of seal in our prayer, our world prayer for peace. May the whole world live in peace. And you can, if you'd like, you can rub your palms together. We'll just start to kind of bring ourselves back. Put some heat in your hands. This is really nice and nurturing for your grounding and bringing yourself kind of back to your body. Put your hands over your face and bring that warmth into your eyes. So palm your eyes. And rub our face. It's good also to push on the eyes. You can kind of push your eyeballs with the fingers so you kind of can see the light in your eyes. It's good for the eyes. It stimulates the nerves. And then maybe to the temples. Kind of give your temples a little massage. Your fingers, just a little bit of an acupressure. I love acupressure. If you guys come to one of my yoga classes, I like to add in acupressure. It's really helpful. So you just push on these different parts on your face, maybe your cheeks. Push on your cheeks. This helps open up the energy in your face and your jaw. You can push on that space, like right where your jaw connects, like if you open your mouth, right where it opens in your cheeks. You push right where the hinge is. That's a good spot. And then you can push right above your lip. Do a little facial acupressure. And then you put your 2 fingers on your chin if you'd like. So it helps to open up the energy in the face. Stimulate. It's good for rejuvenating the face and releasing tension in the face. And then you put your finger right in the middle of your collarbones. You know that little like dent? You push in there and then kind of push down and just take a big breath. So we're allowing ourselves to just integrate. Thank you guys for joining me. You're all in the recording.